Hello and welcome back to Rick's Kits. Continuation of the P38 Lightning by Tamiya in 1/48 scale. As I said in the last video, it's absolutely exemplary the way this thing goes together. Well engineered. I'm at the, as you can see in the camera shot, I'm at the right boom assembly. There's 8 stages in this assembly, and 5 of them are for this, getting this piece done. Now, this is obviously the undercarriage bay for the wheels. Goes together very, very nicely. So I've cleared 5 of the stages to there, and now we're on the oil coolers. I want to point out just a simple little thing here. Probably won't be able to see it very clearly on the plans, but E1, E2 are the, I'm assuming the filters. This one says for E1 do it X31. X31 is like titanium gold. And neutral grey for the E2. And then do the XF56 to fill in the metallic grey. But this is the big thing. So taking this part, we've got E2 on the back, and that's E1. We'll put that in there for now. Bit of a pain in the butt to get back out afterwards, but he says we can't get it in there. There we go. Right, so we've painted in neutral grey. Now when you put the top on, you can't see E2. Don't bother painting it, what I'm saying. And as far as E1's concerned, not that it's a very good view, but you will only see the metallic grey for the front of the filter. So what I'm literally saying there is don't bother painting titanium grey because titanium gold, because you're not going to see it. You absolutely are not going to see it. So that's just a wasted paint step, in my opinion. You can't see down in there very well at all to see that colour. One other thing, this is just me, I don't know if it's me being picky or not, is the turbochargers. Doing all this work, putting them all together and attaching them, and then when you come to spray your top coat over the top, you're going to cover up, you haven't got space to cover over the top of all that work you've done. So my point being is, when it comes around to spray your top coat, well, this is the way I'm going to do it. I shall put that part in and get it right around first, dummy, like so. Then I'll do the top layer of paint. Then I'll take that back out, and then when these have all been painted properly, I will then attach these, because as you can see, there really isn't the space to cover them. So that's the way I intend to do that. How you would like to do yours is your choice, but that's what I'm going to do with mine. So yeah, I'm going to continue with the right boom and the left boom, and I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back. So as you can see, we've progressed a bit more with the P38. Not only have I got the two booms on, but I've also got the tail end on, twin boom, the tail plane. So very stable. Ball bearing weights in it. You know, you've got one in the nose and you've got one each in the end of the booms. And feels kind of weighty as well, so we know it's going to definitely sit on its carriage when it's completed. So, I mean, the next step is the undercarriage. I've just started the nose landing gear. As per the instructions, it's got to be AS12, which is airframe silver. And we're going to progress up here. The two main undercarriage, main landing gear. Again, AS12, and they've got some sort of radiator type. I don't know if it's a radiator or cooling or whatever it is, which is quite interesting really to see that. I mean, that helps with I don't tell you what it is, to be honest with you. It doesn't tell you at all. But yeah, so they've got to go in on the main landing gear. But like the nose landing gear, they won't be installed because they need to install their out. They don't get covered in paint when I come around to paint it. But I don't want them to get covered. So we're not far off from the actual build part being finished. You know, you've got the landing gear covers here, and you've got the main landing gear covers left and right. Drop tanks I haven't included. I'm not a big fan of having drop tanks on my static models. I know they were used a lot and they're depicted quite a bit, but I'm not a big fan of it. And then we'll see, we've got the two propellers to do. Finish up on a few of the little, oh dear, excuse me. Finish up on a few of the little bits for the wings. Decals to apply to the landing gear, of course. Excuse me. And we've got two variants of the wheels used on the F and G. You're gonna get this to photo. Yeah, there you go. So you've got the G version there with the main disc on the front, and then you've got the F version with the spoke. Variant I shall be doing is the plain version, because that's what I can just about make out in the photograph that I've seen of the aircraft. Yeah, so going by the end of the war. Name again, sorry. Tom Maguire. This variant, he was flown, he was a captain. The variant before, he was a lieutenant. And this is Pudgy 2. Pudgy 3, he was a major at the end of the war with 4 and 5. Unfortunately, on January the 7th, 1945. He wasn't flying his usual aircraft, the Pudgy aircraft. He was flying another aircraft borrowed from another pilot, and he ended up being missing in action on January the 7th, 1945. He was found a few years later. I think it was 48 or 49 they found his body. And he was a Medal of Honor recipient posthumously, which was presented to his wife obviously on his behalf. It was the second highest scoring ace with 38 kills. It was only I think it was Major Bong, who had 40 kills. So he came close. Unfortunately, he never survived the war. So yeah, I was a definite hero. Anyway, moving on. That's going to be it for this week. I'd like to thank my subscribers, my new subscribers, and my old hands. Without you guys, I wouldn't have a channel. I appreciate all your input. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.